Hi everyone, welcome back to Enigmatica 6 Expert Mode, episode 15. Today we're going to get some ender tanks and slowly kind of start to set up the Sylph and the Drygmy farm. It's going to be an ongoing process of just as I gather different items or different mobs that I want to have farmed, I'll fill those out. But let's get started here. I'll kind of show what I've done between episodes. I have started gathering a few mobs and kind of figuring out how I want to organize this room. It may change because I'm really not exactly sure how many mobs I'm going to want to farm. There's really not as many as I was thinking, or I mean, like, honestly, how many can fit in this room. I really don't think I'm going to be even utilizing some of these other levels. They may all even just fit into this one level here. We'll just have to see. But I've got a Dweller from the Undergarden, which I think him and the Forgotten Guardian, I think, are the only two Undergarden mobs that we need their drops specifically. And I have a Witch for now. I do have a Trinket that, like, she doesn't care about me. I have renamed the Dweller and the Witch, and I have a Forgotten Guardian. Just what they are. I haven't given them any like special names, but mostly just to make sure they don't despawn. But yeah, this Forgotten Guardian down here, I may end up moving him or just like killing him and putting another one up top. I just stuck him down here for now just to kind of test out sort of how I was going to arrange the mobs, but I have him trapped in a little platform here, which he can fit in a 2x2, but with how this room is, I wanted to like centralize him or center him. But if you box him in with walls and you have it 4 blocks high, he can't step over, but he cannot reach anything to break out. So he's trapped there. And the Drygmy can get the Forgotten Nuggets from those guys, so it's pretty helpful. But yeah, I kind of started doing this here. These are just what's going to be like the single block mobs or the 2 tall, whenever they get up to like the 2 tall mobs. I don't even really know if there's going to be that many that I'm going to need like a second level. And then I'm trying to think of the different size mobs that I'm going to want. Really, the only 3 tall one I can think of is a Wither Skeleton. And honestly, I don't even know if I want a Wither Skeleton because a lot of the drops you can get from the bees. So like there's the Wither Bee and even like an Enderman, you know, there's the Ender Bee for Ender Pearls and stuff. So we'll just have to see. But I've been working on the bee area over here. I do have a second level down, which has all of the alloy bees in here, and just kind of have an Enderium ingot up there. And then this is kind of going to kind of be just like random bees, honestly. Right now I have the Basal's, Blitz, and then the PCB and the generic bee in here. This one I mostly just have for the Ridge Runner's Rocket Honey. I think that's what it's called. It's a mouthful. But yeah, for that specific honey. I will eventually have the Clockwork, Spelling, and Wasabi in there, but their centrifuge output products are a little more complicated because they require bottles to be in the centrifuge to actually centrifuge the block, because you have an output of something that is needing to be bottled. So like bottles of enchanting for the Spelling Bee. The Clockwork Bee is the like apple cider. I think it's like apple cider. No, Builder's Tea. Where did I get apple cider from? I think apple cider was something I have in like my food backpack that I think I got from one of the Woodland Mansions, but it looks very similar to this, the little image. But that needs bottles. And then the Wasabi, you get soy sauce, I think. Yeah, soy sauce. So I honestly think, I'm not really sure how I'm going to do these guys here, because I think I'm going to have like a separate centrifuge strictly for any bee that requires bottles, because I don't want to have bottles in my normal centrifuges, because I don't want the honey to be bottled. I want it to stay as liquid like this and be put into tanks, and then after that be congealed to go to storage, because the bottles would just clog up everything, I think. Or it wouldn't necessarily clog it up, because I could just do like I am doing the honey blocks, and just once it fills up a drawer, it would void it. But it's more difficult with managing the glass bottles. So that's why I have the witch over in the Drygmy farm, or what will be the Drygmy farm, because depending on how many glass bottles I can produce with her, will kind of dictate if I can run a centrifuge with providing the glass bottles from the witch and the Drygmy farm. I may have to maybe put like another one, or I think that's going to be how I do my glass bottles for the third centrifuge, I suppose. These will eventually go up to elite centrifuges, but I may do a normal centrifuge for the glass bottle production. But yeah, so I have all this set up for the rest of the honey. I did have another tank here. But yeah, I have all of the alloys over here, and then this one here is blaze, and then there's going to be glowstone, obsidian, wither, netherite. There's a little bit of catnip honey. There's the ridge runners rockin' rocket honey. And then there's going to be water and rocky honey, and meaty and icy bee honey. And I think that's all the honey, other than there is one more, the starry honey, but the starry bee is, I think, a very rare bee that you just have to find in the end. And I've been sort of looking here and there, but yeah, I'm really not sure like an easier way to find the starry bee. I know where it spawns, or supposedly where it spawns, but I haven't found it yet, so we will see. And then so this is the second level down. I do have 2 more levels down. That'll be 4 more apiaries, because I'm going to do one more setup, another setup, and then a third apiary, and then the 4th apiary will be some of these other bees that we haven't made yet. So that's that for the bees. And then over in the factory, I did get this little addition added. I basically just came off of here where I was bringing it over to this, what is it? The speed controller, rotation speed controller. And then I just kind of brought it over and added another rotation speed controller to operate this end. Ooh, almost fell in the lava. But this entangled block is linked to the chest where all of the different alloy dusts go. And then they are kind of remotely transferred over here and extracted into this chest as just kind of a buffer, and then extracted and put on the belt here, where the lava will smelt it on any of these belt blocks. And then once it is no longer a dust, because this is filtered to not allow dusts to go through, once it gets smelted, it goes through and goes into this chest, which is linked to be deposited into our storage over there. So that's all that. I'm kind of just checking these to make sure that nothing is backed up. Yeah, once we get the ender tanks, this will be much easier, because I have infinite lava production with a giant lava lake. So once I can just keep this completely stocked all the time, it'll be much easier. And then over here, I did add the skyroot? Yeah, the skyroot tree to get sky slime. And then I have a modified pythodendron tree to get the ender slime. I basically just had to move these blocks with cardboard boxes so that it kind of tricks the arboreal extractor into thinking that it is still a naturally grown tree. Because on the naturally grown tree, I was not able to get this to work. Like, it was not registering. So I was able to watch a few videos where some people were able to move the blocks from the naturally grown tree and like trick the arboreal extractor. So we want this stuff because we want, the crystallized mineral and crystallized chorus, and that requires in a fluid mixer ender slime and liquid chorus, which we have liquid chorus there. And then the mineral is in the fluid mixer as well, the sky slime and mineral resin. So sky slime and mineral. So we'll get that stuff automatically producing at some point. But yeah, so let's go ahead and go down to the main storage here. I had everything set up, or I thought I had everything ready to make the ender tanks before, and then I updated the pack and it completely changed the recipe. So I had to redo everything, and we're gonna have to do a lot more preparation for the ender tanks because they now take these dimensional storage crystals, which is a dimensional crystal matrix, like cut up, and this takes like this ritual, which this one is a higher, I guess it would be like a higher level, but it takes the purple chalk right here. It takes purple chalk, and what was holding me up on making purple chalk was I needed the magician's blood orb, and to make the magician's blood orb you need a mana tablet, and it's just kind of a little bit of a rabbit hole. So I needed an infused ender pearl, so I went ahead and did this because it took 18 million like power. So I went ahead and set that up so I could have it ready to go, because everything else I have ready and it won't take nearly as long as like waiting on that thing. So I have that here. So we have the infused ender pearl, and then this just needs to be put in a mana pool with a moonstone underneath it and a little bit of mana. So I have a mana pool here and a moonstone underneath. So that gets the mana pearl, and then we needed the mana pearl to make this rune of mana. So I have all these other items. We had gotten some ingots of the skies, and then an Isis god shard, and then a lot of mana and some mana steel. So that should be enough there. I think my baby girl just like kicked the crib. She's taking a nap right now. So that's going to feed over into that. That's probably going to take a minute because it's using so much mana. And I don't know if you can use a time in the bottle on that. I'm really not sure. But while that's going, let's go into the Undergarden. Where is here it is. Oh no, I actually moved my bed, so that's not going to work. That's not going to take me back to the old base. I need to get my portals moved back over. Bedrock. And then let's go ahead and I think I'm just gonna kind of waste this blood, honestly, because I left my other. Oh, I guess I've had the blood altar placed down for so long that I didn't realize that it needed to count for a quest somewhere. Maybe that was in like progression up here. Honestly, I'm not sure. I don't remember what it said up there. But we're actually going to move this. I'm just going to place this stuff in here right now, but we're going to move this because I don't think there's much ground under here, or like I'm going to want a bigger spot. Okay, so I think I found a better spot here. I just basically came right back over where I was and kind of cleared out a spot. But we're going to place down the blood altar itself and then put back down the pieces that were here before. So we're going to do blink runes, 2 speed ruins, and then you want to go down and out 1. So once we move this into the overworld, I'll have a different setup for this. It's going to go more like staircased upward than staircased downward and like dug into the ground, but this is just a little easier at the moment. And then you want to go down 1. I do have a shovel. Okay, so I brought a few blocks here as well because I'm gonna just switch these over. Not that this is probably gonna be here for too long, but have a few different blocks here. Okay, so you want kind of a ring around there, and then yeah, and then your next runes here, which I think this was how it, let me double check. Oh yeah, okay, so it's gonna give me a few more because I made the rest of these. But is that still enough? Unless I'm doing this wrong, because that's not going to be enough runes for everything. So we can put these on these sides here. I may actually have to go make some more because I don't think I counted this out right, or because it tells you want 16. And so I made an additional 10 along with the 6 that were on there, but maybe it was telling you needed 16 more because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 6 more. Yeah, so that was right. Okay. So I was counting the 6 that were already part of this blood altar as the 16 that I was going to need, but it was 16 more than this. So I'm going to go make 6 more regular blank runes to finish this out. And then basically in the corners here, you just want to, I think you can just build it up with normal blocks. And honestly, now I'm kind of second guessing where these go. I'll have to double check exactly where the glowstone goes. But yeah, let me make the other blank runes and I will be right back. Okay, so I got the other blank runes that I needed made. I already had some of the items prepared to do the next level, so I just used some of those and I made a few more here. We'll need more to do the next level of the blood altar, but this is done over here. So let's place down a living rock, and we got the rune of mana, which actually completed the quest for all the different runes, which we're gonna get these quest rewards turned in as well, because I think I forgot last episode. But yeah, the next level of the blood altar takes these bloodstone bricks, and I don't quite have the stuff ready to be able to make all of that. So let's go back to the Undergarden. I wanted to cut back in right there because that rune got finished. Actually, real quick, while we're here, we need to make the actual mana tablet itself. So we're gonna do a living rock in every pedestal here. I did just use a little bit of this to make those other blank runes, but once this gets up 1 more percent, up to 60%, it'll have enough source in here to be able to do this. So we'll put that in there. Yeah, I think it had just kicked over. So that'll get the mana tablet, which is what we're going to put in the blood altar to get the magician's blood orb. So I'm going to meet you back over in the Undergarden. Okay, so I got back over into the Undergarden, and then I realized that to make the magician's blood orb, we're going to need 50,000 LP. So honestly, I probably need to get this sacrificial knife to be able to do that a little bit easier. So to make the sacrificial knife, you need the Sword of Sapping, which is an Eidolon. And if you go into the, where is it at? The rituals and the sanguine items, right here, you need 2 netherwort, a ghast tear, 2 soul shards, and a shadow gem. And then in the necrotic focus, which is what we're going to make right here, which is this recipe, you need an iron sword. And then by getting the iron sword, or by getting the necrotic focus, you get a potion of harming, which is the other ingredient you need for this ritual. And then we're also going to need some flint and steel. So I'm just going to put this like over here just for right now. We're going to do necrotic focus. I already had some of these stone hands from just gathering some stuff out of some dungeons. And then we're going to do the Brazier. Let's do a soul gem or a shadow gem, 2 soul gems, the iron sword there, ghast tear, 2 netherwort, and then I believe this goes on here. Yeah, that goes on the brazier. And then we light it. However, 10 hearts worth of living creatures must be present. So since I have plenty of hearts, I'm just gonna not really bother getting like any other creatures over here. Pretty sure it's okay. Like, it's just gonna take the hearts from me. Hopefully I don't die, but I mean, if I die, whatever. Probably should stand a little closer just to make sure it's able to take the hearts. Hopefully it actually registers that I have extra hearts and doesn't just straight kill me because, you know, it doesn't think I have extra hearts or something. Okay, so it did take, yeah, okay, there we go. So we got the Sword of Sapping, which the Sword of Sapping, you just have to have at least a level 2 and 7,000 LP. So let's go now, again, back to the Undergarden. I did go ahead and get this finished off here with the blink runes, and it is 2 above. So place a block on the same level with the blink runes, but just a regular block. It's not an actual rune block. And then you go up 2 and then your glowstone. Or you can do the sea lanterns. But I'm just going to use the glowstone for now. So we are going to need a little bit of LP in here to get this Sword of Sapping. Oh, I need my other sword for right now. Okay, so I had to make a bit of a cut there, kind of unexpectedly. So I went ahead and finished getting the 7,000 or the 7 buckets worth of life essence that we're going to need for the Sword of Sapping to turn it into the sacrificial knife. I went ahead and tore down the spawners here and just kind of moved everything over here. I had these items in the alchemy table because I was doing those lava crystals before for the volcanic source links, and I had forgotten to come back and get them out of there because I realized I did not need more than 1 lava crystal. But yeah, anyway, we have the 7,000, so let's go ahead and put the sword in here. And I'm going to go ahead and speed that up a little bit. And then we can work on getting the mana tablet put in there and get the magician's blood orb. Okay, so I'm actually going to wait for that to not be sped up because this takes 50,000 and I'm not sure how quickly I can like go through my hearts. I do, however, I don't have any food on me. Let me run back really quick. And these Oreos will be really good because I believe they provide some absorption as well. Oh, I must have grabbed 2 stacks. Oh well. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a little bit of blood in there. And then we're gonna eat an Oreo. We're gonna put the tablet in. And basically just kind of do this until hopefully we can kind of keep it crafting. But I don't know, that thing drains very fast. I may have to just kind of do it slow. Oh yeah, see, it's yeah, I may have to do this a different way. Because every time it runs out of blood, it's going to, I think, stop the craft, or I don't know if it completely like takes it back to the beginning, or if it just starts to drain some of the life essence that it had gathered up. I'll try this for a little bit longer and see if it maybe gets crafted, and if not, I may have to do like a healing spell or something through Ars Nouveau. Okay, so we're down in the Sylph resource farm at the moment because where are I was going to say, where are all of them? They're hiding in the grass. But yeah, the sacrificial knife and just trying to heal as much as I can with like Oreos and stuff was not working. I could have tried doing like potions and everything, but I think what I'm going to do is a spell from Ars Nouveau. So I want to do the Glyph of Heal and the Glyph of Amplify 3. I have never done like anything with these spells before, so I think I can go ahead and jump to 3. I don't know if you have to have done the previous ones. If not, that's okay, or if so, that's okay. I can get the other stuff prepared for this. I'll eventually go ahead and learn them just to have all of them learned, but we're going to do a heal one, which is Marvelous Clay and Glistering Melon. I've also never really used this before either, so I brought it down here so it has plenty of source nearby, so hopefully this works. Awesome. Okay, so that one worked, and we're gonna unlock heal, and then we're gonna do the amplify, which is mythical clay and a mana diamond, and then I'm also gonna go ahead and do the glyph of wither, which is what we needed. The only thing we were missing from this swamp homai, you know, I had everything else prepared and I never came back to crafting this because it apparently needed a lot more source than what I was able to have in that one source jar up there. So we will see how much these eat through. Yeah, it took a decent little chunk out of that one, but not enough, like not a full jar, which is strange. I don't know. So let's amplify, and then we're gonna do this one here. And maybe it kind of spread it out over a bunch of them, but all of these are still reading as 100%, so I'm not really sure. This one we're not going to actually click though. We're not going to consume it and learn it. We're going to use that, you know, in a crafting. So I'm going to leave that here for right now. It's eventually going to get moved, but just in case I need to use it again soon, it'll need to stay down there where all the source is at. Okay, so for this spell, oh, I forgot I still had my Mage Light spell activated. Where did that thing even end up shooting? Oh gosh, shot way over here. Okay, so let's open the spell book, and then go to like a second spell. We're gonna do Sylph, heal, and then just do a bunch of amplifies. Hopefully I can get by with this much. Let's see how much, let's see which key, no, that's not it. I have to figure out which key my spell, what is it? The toggle spell, V. Okay, so let's go spell 2. Oh, did I not actually, oh, I didn't actually create it. Sylph, heal, and then we're gonna do, let's do that much and we'll try that, and we're gonna do heal and create. Okay, so we're on that right now. So let's use it. Not enough mana. Oh wow. Okay, so that's not going to, we're not gonna be able to use that many amplifies. Let's try 3. Really? Not enough mana? Jeez. Oh, I don't think I actually clicked create. I'm still definitely learning how to use the spells. Okay, so that used like half of my mana. I wonder if we can get by with that. I honestly am not sure. I may end up having to take a break from recording and gather up a bunch of stuff to be able to raise our mana down there, because the more of these glyphs and things you make and you learn, I believe the more mana you can have at a time. So I may just have to go through and craft a bunch of these glyphs and just get our mana bar as high as I can get it, so I can spam a higher tier spell over and over, because this was not working before. So let's fill up the thing here. We're gonna use the spell. Yeah, and see, it doesn't even fill up a whole lot. Yeah, we're gonna want a lot of amplifies, so it'll fill all of my extra hearts and everything all in one go, because this is not gonna, it's gonna drain too fast crafting the Magician's Blood Orb than what I'm able to put in here. Okay, so there's 10 buckets. We'll try it. I don't think it's gonna work, but I guess maybe if I just keep using it, like even if I'm not super low on hearts. We'll see how this goes. This may take a minute, but I'm gonna kind of keep you guys with me here, maybe. Depending on if this works or not, I may end up having to cut all this out. I also don't want to like accidentally kill myself. Kind of watching my hearts and watching how quickly that thing drains. Jeez. I'm not really doing a whole lot of talking here. I'm very, very focused on the task at hand. I just don't want it to empty out. There we go. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I was really not sure if that was going to work. But we got the Magician's Blood Orb. Let's see. That probably won't count. I don't know if that would be in any of these here. Yeah, it's not looking like the different orbs are part of the quest. It was just the very first one. Okay. So anyway, I don't know, what was I even doing now? I can't even remember what I was getting that for. What was I doing with this? Oh, the purple, yeah, the purple chalk. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. I had to go on like a bit of a, you know, not what I was actually thinking I was going to be doing today. So it really threw me off. So let's bookmark these. So the purple chalk, yeah, so I have all of this stuff already prepared. It was just waiting on the Magician's Blood Orb. And then to turn it into like not the impure white chalk, we need the tier 3 and 25,000. So I'll probably have to do that little thing again, just like spamming the book or going back and forth, and just not as much because it's just 25,000 and not double that, the 50,000 for the Magician's Blood Orb. Okay, so let's run back home, and I'm gonna put this glyph in here because that's for that one craft, and get this stuff. That's for the purple chalk. And then let's go ahead and grab, let's take this off. Oh, I accidentally got rid of one of the bees. Let's grab this stuff here. So we're gonna make the chalk, and then we're going to get everything set up in Autumn. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and get it set up, and then we'll have to come back and craft a few things. This is probably going to be an extra long episode, unfortunately, because I am wanting to get a lot of stuff done, but it's going to take a minute here because it's a lot of preparation that I wasn't quite expecting. Okay, so let's go over here. I do need to put a little bit of blood in that. Ooh, I got very close to dying there. Oreo, please. I'll go ahead and click the book and heal myself. Okay, so the impure white chalk, the enchanted petal, which is the Hydrolux petals from the end. They're in the Sulphur Springs biome. You basically just have to find, I think I could probably show you guys. I'm not sure if I've shown you guys yet, but the crystal shards and then the stardust, but they're in the Sulphur Springs, and they're kind of in these like tiered, stacked up little pools of water. But if you go to the very top, where there's like some smoke or like steam coming out of it, you can go down into the little mountain. It's like filled with water, and you can swim down into the bottom, and there'll be these little plants that grow from the kind of the floor of the like pool of water, and at the very top there's little flowers, and you can get these petals. And then calx of end and the plant oil. So let's do that. Put the Magician's Blood Orb in there. And let's see, I'm gonna need the book to get the right layout for this here. I'm gonna leave that in there. Okay, so the impure white chalk, and then let's get this filled back up before I start. Okay, so there's that started. Let's go ahead and heal back up. So we're fully healed. Yeah, so we're just going to kind of do the exact same thing. And this will get much easier once we get kind of a better setup for like life essence production. Like we don't even have any like self-sacrifice runes or anything. We have regular sacrifice runes, but I just don't know. I don't think the mob spawner would spawn quick enough for what I'm needing. Oh, did that already? I think I've been. Yep, that's been probably converted for a hot second, and I didn't really pay attention. Okay, so we've got that. We've got all of those. All right, I'm gonna leave that here. Take that with us. Okay, so let's go basically just straight out of here and go. I could go through the portal over there, but I'm actually, it puts me underground. I haven't changed where my portal's at, so this is just the surface here. I had this set up before because I actually used the Amadron survey tools that we had gotten from a quest reward. I used those here in Autumn and got some Nibu ore. It's kind of an easy way of getting Nibu ore. It's not really like super reliable, and I'm not sure how you would go about like automating it, but there may be a way to do it. But it was just kind of get some easy ore. Okay, so let's visualize this. And let's put it like right here. And we're gonna do the candles, or not the candles, these crystals, and then the candles there. Let's do the white chalk. And then if you watch, yeah, see, as I'm holding it, it's repairing with that mossy ring trinket that I have. And a little bit of lag. Yeah, I'm not really in a protected area here, so it's going to, we're gonna have to deal with some mobs. Okay, and then we're just missing the sacrificial bowl in the middle. Okay, so that's complete. And then we're gonna put 12, oh crap. Let's get this back out. Put that back. We're gonna put 12. Oh no, 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 no. I think that thing has, maybe it doesn't really have a hitbox. I'm just really bad at placing in the right direction apparently. And then I guess we'll just do like the other 4 out here. All right, so that is that. Let's go back to the new base. And I should have just went ahead and grabbed all this stuff. I think that's actually what I'm gonna do. I'm going to put all of this in here. Let's grab, oh no, I was gonna have to come back here anyway. Okay, so what we first have to make is the, the chromatic compounds. So it is 1 polished rose quartz, 1 infused sunmetal, 1 mana steel, and 3 nocturnal powder and 3 illumination powder, with a blaze burner superheated with a blaze cake, and that gets you 2 each. So I'm doing, I think, 8 crafts of this, so I'll actually get 16 chromatic compound. I really only need, let's see, I think I was needing, because I was wanting to make 2 of these, because when you cut it down, I don't have the precision sawmill, I just have the regular sawmill. You're for sure going to get 6 with maybe a chance of getting another one, but I think I'm going to want to have like 8 or so of these tanks. I really haven't counted how many tanks I'm going to want, but I'm going to need at least a few of them. So I want to do this craft twice. And then, oh no, okay. I'm gonna actually need several more of these. I wasn't actually thinking yeah, because you need a block of shadow casing. Oh, no. It's only 2 per 4 shadow casing. Okay, I think I had this counted out right. It's been a minute. Like I said, I had to do like a quick cut earlier and go do some like real life stuff, and I kind of lost track of my train of thought here. No. Okay, so let's go over to the factory. We're gonna put him under there, and we're gonna toss in mana steel, infused sunmetal, polished rose quartz, illumination powder, nocturnal powder, and superheat him. And then we have to drop that into the void to get the shadow steel. Alright, so we have 16 of those. Let's run back over here. We're gonna go to let's go to the main island, the main end island, and just kind of go over to one of the edges here. It says that it floats back up whenever it is done. While I'm over here, just to be safe, I'm gonna put on, yeah, warm void. Falling into the void will send you to your spawn point. Just in case I fall in there, I won't die. Okay, so let's drop the chromatic compounds. I'm going to shift. For one, I kind of want to look down, but just so my magnet doesn't suck them up. There we go. Shadow steel. Void returner. A metal bar of nothingness. Okay. So let's toss those in there. Yeah, shadow casings. So let's do 2 crafts of this. Okay, so that gets those. Let's add those into right there. So now we just need the end fiber and the chorus glass, and then of course the dimensional storage, these things here. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn these into, so you craft the, like these books like this. I went ahead and crafted them, but then you need to actually bind them to your Akashic Tome. Where did I put my Akashic Tome? Oh, it's in here. So let's bind these together. Okay, and then so that's those pieces, the corundum, the calcive end, and then 8 of those for this craft here. But then we're also going to want some of this chorus glass as well. So it's liquid chorus and crystal glass in a thermopneumatic processing plant, and I have that set up over here. Sorry that this is probably very all over the place. I hope it's not too hard to follow. I need temperature as well, heat. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna have to go get some more blazing blood, because this is definitely empty. Okay, I'm gonna go get some blazing blood and get that set back up to get heat provided to that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got the heat going again with the blazing blood, so hopefully this will get up to temperature here. Yeah, okay. So that's gonna craft the chorus glass that we need for the ender tanks. Let's go ahead and do the end fiber now, and then we'll jump back into Autumn to get the last piece here. I actually don't know if I'm probably actually not going to get to setting anything up for the Sylph and Drygmy farm like I was wanting. This is taking much longer than I was anticipating. I don't want this stuff. Go away. Okay, so let's get this stuff here and go back over to tech area. No, I need the factory. I need the mixer again. Okay, and this, you don't have to have any heat for this. Okay, so to get the, oh my gosh, go away. Let's turn bucket mode. We're gonna put some blazing blood in there and some mage bloom fibers and some ditch bolts. And this is gonna get the blaze fiber for us. And then we put the blaze fiber in with some shadow berries and some liquid chorus to get the end fibers. Okay, so there's the blaze fiber. And then we're going to toss, we're gonna put some liquid chorus in, some blaze fiber, and some shadow berries. And that takes, yeah, it takes half a bucket per set. So I'm just gonna keep tossing in some liquid chorus each time that it runs out. So that's that and those. So yeah, we're just missing the dimensional crystal matrix, and we can get the ender tanks crafted. I must have ran out of shadow berries, I guess. Let's see. 8. Oh yeah, because I had 32 blaze fiber. That's fine, because actually I have enough end fiber, so I don't need at the moment to craft the rest of these, or the rest of the end fiber. Let's go back down here. Let's toss those in. I'm just gonna toss these buckets in there for now. And those are those missing pieces. Let's go ahead and go into Autumn and get the dimensional matrix, whatever it's called. Okay, so I have never done one of these before, but I'm gonna try it here. Oh, a little bit of lag spike. So we need 4 corundum. Yeah, corundum. And then 4 calx of end. And then 4 crystal glass. And then one of these bound books in the center. It's a very odd sound. Sounds like something is stomping its way towards me or something. All right, and then let's do this one more time. More crystal glass and the other book. All right, so we've gotten the 2 of those. Let's go back here and go to the tech building. Hopefully these are done now. Yes, so the 16 chorus glass. And we'll go over here, put those in there, and then we just need to toss these into the sawmill. Yeah, that's fine. I'm sure you could probably add an augment and you'd have a higher chance of getting that secondary output, but yeah, honestly, I'm not going to be bothered at the moment. Okay, so yeah, we did get a secondary output on that last one, but really we just needed at least 8 of these. So some ender tanks. I'm so excited. Okay, let's do some orange. Whoa, I don't know what I just typed there. Some orange dye. I think it consumes the dye. So honestly, I'm gonna want one more dye. No, I'm gonna actually want several of these because I'm gonna have some for lava. Let's do yellow, I guess, for the blazing blood. And then we'll do, yeah, so we're gonna want more dye because we'll have more linked, but I guess to finish off the episode, I didn't quite get around to everything I was wanting to do today, but this is already going to be a very long episode. So down here at lava, this is over here. I had a lava lake like this at the old base as well, but this one ended up being fairly close to our base too, so I have sort of a little bit of a setup here for the god shards, but it's not completely automated yet, and I actually ended up deciding not to really do much more with it down here because it's gonna get moved, because now that we can transport liquid back and forth, I can just move this lava, basically connect here a lava tank. Oh, no, actually I don't want that connected yet, dang it. Yeah, they're all gonna have lava in there now, but that's okay. I can get rid of that later. So let's do orange for lava. So we're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna do one more that has orange. And we're gonna put one of these up here. So that's going to fill with lava, and it's infinite. It's infinite lava. It's not super fast though. So that is the kind of downside. I may end up having to do something to speed this up, or do like another automation setup. But oh, and I also, this graphical kind of glitch, I think it's with Optifine or something, but anything with these ender tanks, I don't know, I get this weird graphical glitch where you can like see it through other blocks, and I kind of forgot about that, and I really don't like it, and I'm not sure how to fix that. I noticed it, but then I don't know, I wasn't really thinking about it. Okay, so that has the lava. Now we're gonna go back to the new base and over to the factory. And basically we're gonna keep this tank here because it has the way of like filling up buckets over and over, but we're going to set up honestly, it can kind of go really anywhere. I'll probably get it moved. Oh, I really don't like that. That's super trippy, and I'm not liking that whatsoever. I wonder if it's like anything that I can fix in like my video settings. I don't know if I have something messing up my video settings. If anyone knows what's causing this, because I don't want to play like this with, you can even see the travel anchors in the distance. But that kind of really sucks because I spent so much time trying to get these ender tanks, but now I'm not wanting to use them because of that. We may just go the route of using these entangled blocks. They're very nice, but I have noticed that they don't work for certain things. Like, you can't remotely transfer pressure. From what I've been able to tell, I haven't been able to get it to remotely transfer pressure. And I think I think with liquid too, or there was something else that I was trying to transport and it was not wanting to transport. Maybe it was the, no, it works with heat because that's what I'm doing in the tech building. But that's actually kind of a bummer. I was going to go ahead and get this like set up, but I really don't want to use these ender tanks now, which really stinks because that was kind of the main focus of this episode. Yeah, so I'm not sure. Let's just toss those in there now. And I guess I'll have to put that back down at the lava pool. Where is that? Over that way. Yeah, that's kind of really throwing me off here. Okay, well, that kind of ended on a more sour note than I was really wanting. But thank you for watching. I know that, yeah, the ender tanks kind of didn't end up working out, or at least for the moment, until I can maybe figure out that graphical glitch. But we at least got some things done that they were gonna need to be done anyway. You know, kind of upgrading our blood altar and getting the next blood orb and whatnot. So we did make some progress, but it was not really quite everything that I had planned for the episode, and it went a little bit off kilter than what I was wanting. But anyway, thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm back. I know it's not actually the end of the episode. I actually did get this to work after I stopped recording. So it was something with my video settings. It wasn't necessarily Optifine. In performance here, I had fast render turned on, but once I turned it off, this like went to normal. So it is acting completely normal now. So let's actually go back to the base here and do what I was getting ready to do whenever I like ended the episode. Ender tanks. Oh, I don't need to do that. And then let's get the yellow dye again. Okay, so let's go back over to the factory. And let's put that here. And then we're going to grab out a fluid pipe. And we're going to pull and pipe that into there. Okay, so yeah, that'll at least keep it stocked. Again, it is going to be very slow providing the lava, but honestly, with how, like, this doesn't burn through the lava bucket very quickly, I think it would be enough to keep up with this. Which the lava is the only thing that's kind of the slow production, but I think this is honestly the only place that I am using lava, other than once we do get the God Shard automation set up, like that'll have lava. Everything else is going to be for the blazing blood. So let's go back over here and we're going to go to the windmill. Let's go up through the wall there. And then over here, just for now, again, this is going to get moved really soon, but I am going to go ahead and get this place down real quick because I haven't cleared out that white channel. I'm going to go ahead and do 4 of these. No, I'm not. I'm going to do only 2 because I need more dye. Okay. Let's grab these again. And then we're going to put 1 yellow one here. So that's going to constantly be filled with blazing blood because honestly, this thing produces blazing blood like fairly quickly. I've had this turned off for a little while, so because I was trying to get it cleared out. So really, I think I'm going to go ahead and turn it back off because I do want to get this cleared out so that I can break it down and move it. But then we're going to go back to the main base. Again, I keep forgetting that I can use the staff because I've moved my bed. And then where do I want... I guess we'll put our first Blazing Blood one here. And again, these can be like changed later on once we upgrade our power and everything. You know, obviously I can just change these to something else and use them for something else. They're probably not going to all stay with like all of these individual setups with the Blazing Blood and the Magmatic Dynamos. This is just to get us kind of to tide us over. Oh, and when I did the pack update, every one of my Magmatic Dynamos like waterlogged. Like I logged back in and every one of mine has water, like it was pouring out. This one I think had or I updated the block or something and it just started pouring water everywhere and I had to take the water out of there and I kind of forgot about those there. But yeah, so that's at least getting kind of like remote transfer of liquids a little easier. So I'm glad I kind of got that graphical, that glitch figured out. So anyway, I'm gonna just end the episode out here. Like I said, this was kind of just like a little addition to the very end that I was not expecting. So anyway, bye bye.